Let's talk about community development and housing and residential education at the University of Northern Colorado this fall. You may have heard that we assigned RAs to communities differently this year. This was an intentional choice to group our first-year students with their summer orientation groups in an effort to maintain those pre-existing connections. We will be the first to admit, though, that this year has been a little bumpy due to all the new practices put in place for COVID. But we don't believe that means we can't have a strong sense of community at UNC. We just need to do it differently this year. So with that in mind, housing and residential education has created several different ways for students to get involved virtually, and I'd like to go over those with you. First, we've created an online engagement portal for every first-year student and all upper-class students living in our residence halls. From this portal, students are able to access ideas for activities if they're in quarantine and looking for something to do, faculty and residence programming and ways to interact with our faculty and residents, the Bears Connection website, which is essentially an online calendar of all events happening on campus, and information on how to identify their RA if they're still unsure who that is. Second, each student living in the residence halls and all first-year students have been broken into a smaller group with their RA. Each group has their own space within the engagement portal to post events and various ways to connect with one another, introduce themselves, and ask questions of their RA. Third, we update our social media accounts almost daily, and here are our accounts in case you want to follow us as well. Our social media has a lot going on for students. We regularly post information on programs and events. On our Talk to Us Tuesday posts, we highlight various staff in housing and residential education. We run contests for prizes, like our cribs contest, where students could submit pictures of their rooms. Every Monday, we post a new hand washing song for students to sing while they're washing their hands, and other general announcements, including highlights from other campus offices, like Campus Rec's ideas on how to do fitness from your room, and the library's resources that can also be just for fun. Last, I want to highlight our Monday night trivia. This happens every Monday night, and in addition to being a lot of fun, there are also prizes. So as you can see, there are a lot of ways for your student to keep busy and get involved with housing and residential education. We're doing our best to get the word out to your students, but would love if you could support us in that.